Hey there, Poke fans. My name is Matt and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be discussing the 7-star Decidueye, which is going to be the video to my left. Decidueye itself wasn't a hard raid unless you understand a few mechanics, and I'm going to go ahead and discuss those right here. In our first ever run, we did fail because of the fact that, well, two of us, me and my Uncle Mike, weren't efficiently equipped to deal with the situation. However, like normal people with stubborn problems, we kind of faced through it and just kind of did our own thing anyway, and were able to force it through. So, what do we learn through our first run? One, taunt is something that we'll always want. Second, to be prepared to deal with the second or third variant of after it puts up a shield. Let me go ahead and switch cameras, that way I'm smaller and you'll be able to see the battle a little bit more clearly. 2/3 of the way through the battle, you will start attacking consistently twice before you get a turn. In other 7-star raids, there are phases to go through when you try to fight these 7 stars, and previously, no one has been able to do this except for Decidueye. Now, his basic kit is something that we would probably just call his gimmick, because of the fact that no one else has really done this or had some sort of either speed control, evasion control, or weather control. Decidueye didn't really have anything going for him, especially when you brought in the 2 Pokemon, which we'll go ahead and mention now. Both of these Pokemon I don't have access to. One of them is because I'm lazy, and the second one I'm not in the right gen. You could tell I'm a Scarlet player and not a Violet player, so it becomes very difficult to be able to do this kind of stuff. And unfortunately, because I wasn't able to capture their footage, I am not able to show you exactly what they have, but I did talk to them after the raid and get the specs of what they did do, and I even have the recorded footage from Uncle Mike's perspective. So we do have the before winning and after winning. That way you guys can see it in succession. So the 2 Pokemon that you want to use is Bellibolt and Miraidon. Bellibolt, with his Electro Prism, I think that's what it's called, is an ability that when he gets hit, he becomes charged with energy, which then helps his next electric attack do a lot more damage. He also would have Acid Spray, which lowers defenses by 2 stages. And then he would have Parabolic, let's see, the Parabolic Charge. Now that is an electric special attack that does exactly what Drain Punch does and Draining Kiss for fairies. He does damage and gets HP back for half of the damage that he did towards that opposing Pokemon. Now Decidueye is Flying Terra. Electric is going to be its best friend. Miraidon, when added into it, has the Hard-On Engine. Now that engine creates Electrified Field, which is going to boost electric attacks and prevent sleep for everyone in the raid, which is great. No one wants to deal with sleeping at this time of day. Miraidon also knows Parabolic Charge, Regular Charge, as well as Electric Drift. When combined with that and Calm Mind, this Pokemon, or at least Decidueye, cannot really stand up to what's happening currently on the field, which is great because of the fact that we don't need to deal with Decidueye all that much. But if you do not have these Pokemon, you can use other Pokemon to stand up against him. May not pose the same results. I know that Iron Thorns had come up in my research to be able to use, but he doesn't have any attacks that is more beneficial than these 2. I mean, Iron Thorns be able to stand there and be bulky and be, a physical defender, but he doesn't have anything to, 1, get HP back, 2, debuff, or even really do anything about his stat bonuses if in fact that something does come up. So it becomes a really hard problem for anyone else to deal with this Pokemon, except for these 2 here. So if you're planning on playing alone, you could solo them with Bellibolt and Miraidon, but I wouldn't recommend it because we were able to get 4 patches out of this thing, and even after the fact, we were able to get a crap ton of rewards. We would have gotten more, and I would have loved to showcase those, but for some reason, when we were trying to build a tier 2 or even a tier 3 sandwich for flying, we kept getting something else instead, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So if anyone out there knows how to build sandwiches or can explain it to the rest of the class, that way we can get this all taken care of, please let me know down in the comments. I mean, some of us understand it, We know how to do the shiny hunting stuff, but when it comes to group sandwiches, we have no idea. Nothing really works out as intended. Anyways, that's the raid of Decidueye. I'll leave you guys with a completed run, and I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of the show. Thanks for listening. I'll see you all next time. Peace.